ओके ओके, चालू कर.
Good evening, friends. So, yesterday we have seen about that what is activation function and some of the types of the activation function. So today we will discuss the further types of the activation functions. So activation function is the function which triggers the neuron to work on the data. Okay. So yesterday we have seen binary step function. Next, we have seen linear function, which works on the linear data only, and the sigmoid function, which generally we are using to classify the data, and it works very well with the where the we have to calculate the probabilities. The next was 10h function, and this was the graph of the 10h function. So there is the minor difference between the sigmoid function and the 10h function. Otherwise, they are very much similar to each other. Now we will see, and also we have seen vanishing gradient problem. Gradient means the error which we are calculating in the when we are going back propagation to the network. So gradient means the changes in the error. So gradient should be decrease when we are going deep into the network. Okay, so that was a problem, and vanishing gradient problem was associated with the 10h and the sigmoid function. To overcome that problem, we are using ReLU. So ReLU was taking consideration the value of the negative side also, but the value of the negative side it will give 0, and it works after the value which is greater than 0. Okay, so that was the ReLU function. So problem related to the ReLU was that for negative values it always gives 0. So therefore, some of the neurons, after adjusting the weights and the bias also, the neurons will not be activated. Okay, some neurons will be dead. So this problem is called dying ReLU. Means the negative values are considered as 0. Okay, that is not correct. So this problem will be handled by although it was having some advantages also, but because of the dying ReLU problem, we will use the next leaky ReLU. So leak means a very small value with which is associated with the negative sides of the value. So that is called leaky ReLU. Okay, you can see here in the graph that this blue line is the derivative of this function. Okay, derivative means we are calculating the gradient, and for this negative values, you can see here the orange line. So for negative values, there are some weights, okay, which assigned which are assigned by the neurons. Okay, so this was overcoming the problem of the dying ReLU problem. So, and this small values is called as the leak. So therefore, it is called a leaky ReLU. Okay, now we will see that the next function will be softmax function. So softmax function is an activation function which is generally used at the output layers, and the values calculated based on the confidence score. And generally, softmax function is also related to the very much similar to the sigmoid function, but we can use the softmax function to classify the multi-class problems also. That is the difference between the sigmoid and the softmax. And we are evaluating the confidence score. Confidence score means which value will confidence score, giving the score for a particular class, means the problem or the output will be classified into which class. So that class will be the confidence score will be high for that class, okay, in which we have to classify that output. So it shows the predicted class generally. Now how it works, the formula will be exponential of the inputs value, okay, and so this is the mathematical term for softmax. So softmax, what softmax does is it it will work on the output layer. It takes the output from the output layer and it will apply this function to the each value, and it will classify that value between 0 to 1. Okay, and the higher value will predict the output class, means for which class it will be uh, it will classify the output. The higher will be the value, that class will be the target class. Next is, we will see, we have seen all the types of the activation functions. Now we will see there are two type of functions we have seen: linear function and non-linear activation function. Linear function works well with the very simple problems, but when the complex problem arises, linear function does not work well. So therefore we are using non-linear functions like sigmoid and the other ReLU, leaky ReLU, softmax, this type of functions. So what are the advantage of the non-linear function? It is differentiable. We can calculate the gradient at each value. Okay, and it helps us to create deep neural networks also. And this because they are designed to work on the complex data, therefore the variety of problems can be solved by the non-linear functions. Now you can see here the advantage and disadvantage of the sigmoid function. We have already discussed it, but you can read by here. So advantage is smooth gradient, very well classified between 0 to 1. Disadvantage is vanishing gradient problem. Okay, and output is not zero centered. The value starts from the 0.5. Next was 10H, the advantage of the 10H. This is also the same. This is similar to the sigmoid. Okay, the value ranges here after taking derivative is 0 to 1. ReLU, it is work well, but for negative value it is not giving any output. Okay, so that was the prime. Dying ReLU problem was associated with the ReLU. Next was leaky ReLU. So these are the advantages. So this gives the value, a small value for the negative values also, and therefore we are calculating some weights with the means neurons are not dead at this activation function. And okay, and this is not providing consistent prediction. Okay, next is parametric ReLU. Also there is an activation function. So means we are here giving some parameter to the ReLU, means ReLU is worked on some given parameter. So this is the work here, and for different problem it can the output may be vary, means it not shows any means uniform output distribution. Softmax, so normally the outputs for each class between 0 to 1, it classify between 0 to 1. Okay, and it is very helpful at the output layer. Another activation function is Swiss function also, but it is not much used for the very popular way, but it is also very good activation function, and generally it works with the ImageNet, and the accuracy got from the Swiss activation function is much higher than the other classification function. So these are the overview of the activation functions and advantages and disadvantages. If you are having any query, so you can ask here.
No question, Tulsi.
Okay, thank you.